Hi everyone and welcome to today's card creation. I'm going to be playing with Catherine Pooler products and I'm going to show you a technique how to enhance your background with background stamps. Now I'm going to be playing with some old Christmas stamp sets, but these are quite adorable and I couldn't resist purchasing these. Now I'm using the Peace, Love and Doves background stamp, and that's the technique we're going to base that stamp set on. The sentiments is from Happy Buddies. Making Spirits Bright, and then the cute little reindeer is from Happy Buddies, and it comes with coordinating dies as well. So because the actual background is a rubber, I'm going to take out from the Misty the actual foam section and a couple of the papers as well. Now I'm going to be stamping on craft cardstock, and I'm going to be placing this towards the top right. You can use this however you want with your Misty. I like to make sure that it's flush, and I'm going to be able to see, and then because I'm going to stamp this twice, one in a shadow ink with Gina K amalgam, and then again with the WOW embossing after I've created some shadows. Now to create the shadows, I'm going to first stamp the image with the amalgam ink so I can see where I'm going to enhance the actual image and create shadows. To enhance the actual image, I'm going to be using a Prismacolor in white, or Blanque, I think it's called, don't quote me. So all I'm going to do is just select some random images from the background, and I'm going to color that in with white pencil. So I'm not coloring the whole image in, just selections of the actual images. Now I find this process takes a little bit longer than you initially thought, but it is still a quick coloring process. I am not an actual colorist. I kind of color to however I feel in my mood, and every now and then I educate myself with some online classes from Christina Werner and Jennifer Maguire through their online classes. My techniques are always very simple. I don't like to over complicate anything just because it takes the fun out of it, so I kind of just go with how I feel. Now I've re-stamped that image again, as you saw, and this time the ink I used was WOW embossing powder. That's the ultra slow drying ink, and I've got the white opaque bright white in Superfine here, and I've just poured that over the top. That way you're going to enhance the actual image that we've already colored in through the opaque bright white, which I absolutely love this effect. I've done it before and I did it in last Christmas. I don't think I showed a video on it, but I really enjoyed this process where I have enhanced an actual image. You can do this with coloring as well. Pretty sure I've seen Yanis Makula does this technique as well with colored pencils. I liked just the soft white glow, so that's how I've enhanced my image for today. I love watching all these big crafters. They can really inspire you all on how to enhance what you've got, and learning techniques is always great, and when applying them to your card making. To heat set this, I've used my WOW embossing powder heat tool, and I'm putting it on, and I heat set it on heat setting 2, which is a high concentration of heat and fan force. Now for my image here, isn't this reindeer really cute? I've Copic colored. I know, I rarely bring the Copic colors out, especially with video recording. It does take longer, so this is in double speed, so purely I am not boring you. I am zooming in slightly just so you can see a little bit of my Copic coloring here. And I've used R20. I've used array of E color combinations, which is like your red browns and your warm tone browns as well. And I'll list them in the product description below in the YouTube here. And basically I'm just mixing my brown Copic colorings out. I do a little tiny bit of shading. I'm not very good at it, but it is very tiny, my shading and my technique. I don't concentrate too much. How I actually enhance my Copic coloring images is through dotting technique with a white gel pen and a black Copic marker pen as well. So here I'm going to create almost like a little furrow in the head here of the actual reindeer. Super adorable. And I'm just going to color the rest of this little reindeer image in. I keep it very simple, as you can see. I don't have like an array of techniques to show you today, just colouring this little one in. Now once I finish colouring this in, there is an actual coordinating die with this Happy Buddy set, and I absolutely love it because of usually I can cut the images all on my own. I don't always get the coordinating die, but with this one, with the reindeer antlers, I thought that was a bit much to cut, so I chose to get the die for this one. Now I want to make sure that you can enhance the actual eyes and the nose, so I'm using that Copic marker that I was telling you about, and I'm going to adhere and just put some little dots just to add some extra texture. It's my way of adding texture to my images. And then I also bring in a white gel pen. I warmed it up just to the top right there and add some little spots and freckles in, and that's really all the detail I add. I add it on the body on the sides and then onto the forehead that kind of sprays out a little bit. And that's it. Now to secure the actual die down, I use washi tape. I've still got a little bit of purple tape, but I'm kind of like using it sparingly because I know that they've brought out their new purple tape, which I've just decided not to get, and I'm using all my washi tape from my stash. When I really honestly paid attention to my stash, I've got some fair bit of washi tape. If I'm not using it on cards, I'm definitely using it to mask and to actually secure some dies with my die cutting process down. Now for the image, I stamped it with Sandcastle. This is a Catherine Pooler ink, and this is the Making Spirits Bright sentiment. I'm keeping this card fairly simple. Now last minute, I actually not only secured these down with foam tape, I added some Cradle Lake Catherine Pooler clear sequins, and I did that off screen. I did adhere everything down, and last minute before I took the photo, I felt like it just needed that little bit of sparkle. So at the end, you'll see some extra sequins on the side on the actual card creation, and I left that out purely because it was a last minute decision. I do these things all the time. I don't know about you, when I'm about to take the photos, if I feel like it needs a little bit of bling, I don't hesitate adding clear sequins or anything sparkly on the page, on the actual creation. And that's really it. That's my simple card for today. I hope you enjoyed today's card making process, and the technique is really based on enhancing your background images. Thanks for watching, everyone. Look forward to reading your comments.